My child, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, as you're listening to this, there's a truth moving silently around you, a truth that was hidden, protected, and buried under layers of fear. And today, it reached you. Not by accident. Not by chance. But because you were meant to hear it. Someone close to you, someone whose presence you never questioned, has just tested positive. And before your mind jumps to conclusions, stay till the end. Because what you're about to discover is not what it seems. Listen carefully, because this is where everything changes. The message didn't come loudly. It didn't arrive with panic or chaos. It came quietly, almost like a whisper in a crowded room. A report. A confirmation. A name attached to it, but that name was hidden from you. Why? Because the truth about that person is deeply connected to your life in ways you still don't fully understand. Don't skip. Because the next few moments will reveal something that has been unfolding behind your back for a very long time. You may feel confusion right now, maybe even fear. That's natural. But don't let your thoughts run wild yet. Because this isn't just about a medical result. This is about secrets, about choices, about moments where someone stood at a crossroads and made a decision that changed everything. And somehow, without you realizing, that decision created a chain reaction, leading right to this moment. Stay till the end, because you deserve to know how deep this goes. There was a time, not long ago, when everything felt normal. Conversations, laughter, routine, nothing seemed out of place. But hidden beneath that normalcy, there were signs. Small, almost invisible signs. A sudden distance. A hesitation. A look that didn't quite match the words being spoken. You felt it, didn't you? That something was off, but you couldn't explain it. Don't skip, because that feeling was your intuition trying to warn you. Now here's where it gets even more intense. The person we're talking about didn't just find out recently. No. This truth has been known for longer than you think. And during that time, they made a choice. A choice to stay silent. A choice to keep living as if nothing had changed. And the reason behind that silence is something that will shock you. Something that connects directly to you, in a way you never imagined. Stay till the end, because this is just the beginning of the revelation. Take a deep breath, because what comes next will test your understanding of everything you thought you knew. This isn't about blame. This isn't about fear. This is about awareness, and the realization that sometimes the people closest to us carry battles we never see. But in this case, that hidden battle crossed a line. A line that brought it dangerously close to your world. Don't skip, because the truth is about to come closer than ever before. You might be asking yourself right now, who is it? That question is echoing in your mind, louder with every second. And that's exactly why you need to stay till the end. Because revealing the name too soon would make you miss the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is far more important than just knowing who. It's about understanding why, and how, and what it means for you moving forward. My child, you're standing at the edge of a truth that will change your perspective forever. The answer is near, closer than you think. And when it's revealed, everything will start making sense. The silence, the distance, the hidden tension, all of it. So don't skip. Stay right here. Because in the next part, the identity, and the real connection to you, will finally begin to unfold. Something huge is waiting for you. Listen closely now, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you're about to hear is where the silence begins to crack. The truth didn't stay hidden by accident, it was protected. Guarded. Carefully controlled. And the reason behind that protection is because the infected person is not just someone you know, but someone who has been in your inner circle for a long time. Someone whose presence felt safe, familiar, almost unquestionable. Stay till the end, because the deeper you go, the more everything will start connecting in ways you never expected. Right now, your mind is searching through faces, voices, memories. You're trying to match the feeling with a person. And that's exactly what makes this so intense. Because this person never gave you a clear reason to doubt them. In fact, they made sure of that. Every smile, every word, every moment, was carefully placed, like pieces of a puzzle designed to keep you comfortable. But behind that calm surface, there was a storm they chose not to show you. Don't skip, because what they hid wasn't just their condition. It was the truth about how close they stayed to you despite knowing everything. Now here's where it gets even more serious. There was a moment, a specific moment, when they had the chance to step back, to create distance, to protect you without saying a word. But they didn't. And that decision is the part that changes everything. Not because of fear, but because of what it reveals about their mindset at that time. Stay till the end. Because understanding that moment will help you see the full picture, not just the surface-level shock. You may feel a mix of emotions building inside you right now: confusion, disbelief, maybe even a sense of betrayal. And that's okay. Because this situation isn't simple. It's layered. Complex. Human. But within all of that, there's one thing that stands out clearly: the truth was delayed, and that delay has consequences. Don't skip, because the next reveal will show you just how deeply this connects to your own life. There's something else you need to know. This person didn't act completely alone. Not in the beginning. There was someone else, someone who knew fragments of the truth, someone who noticed changes and chose to stay silent. And that silence created a shield around the reality. A shield that kept you in the dark longer than you should have been. Stay till the end, because this isn't just one story, it's a chain of decisions that led to this exact moment. Now pause for a second, and think back. There were signs. Maybe small. Maybe easy to ignore, but they were there. A canceled plan. A sudden excuse. A shift in behavior that didn't quite add up. At the time, it felt normal. But now, when you look at it again, it starts to feel different. Don't skip, because those moments were not random, they were clues, and they've been leading you here all along. Before we move forward, I need you to do something important. If you're still here, it means you want the truth. So take a second right now. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, someone who trusts too easily, someone who deserves awareness. And if you haven't already, make sure you're following, because what's coming next is something you don't want to miss. Stay till the end, because we're getting closer to the identity, closer to the connection, closer to the truth. My child, you've stayed strong so far. But the next part is where everything becomes clear. The distance between you and the truth is shrinking. And when it finally reveals itself, it won't just answer your question, it will change the way you see everything around you. Don't skip. Stay right here. Because something even bigger is about to unfold. Pay attention now, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is the moment where the truth starts stepping out of the shadows. You've felt it building, piece by piece. And now it's getting closer than ever. The person we're talking about isn't distant. Isn't random. This is someone whose presence has crossed your daily life more times than you can count. Someone who has stood close enough to hear your thoughts, to understand your habits, to know your routines. Stay till the end, because what you're about to realize will make your heart pause for a second. Think back carefully, not with fear, but with clarity. There was one person who always seemed to show up at the right time. Not too much, not too little, just enough to stay in your comfort zone. They knew when to speak, when to stay silent, when to step closer, and when to step away. That balance, it wasn't random. It was controlled. And now, when you connect that with what you've just learned, it starts to feel different, doesn't it? Don't skip, because this is where your understanding begins to shift. Now listen, because this part matters the most. The infected person is not a stranger. Not someone you barely know. It is someone who has shared space with you. Someone who has had moments where distance should have been created, but wasn't. And that's the part that changes everything. Not the condition itself, but the silence around it, the choice to continue as if nothing had changed. Stay till the end, because the reason behind that silence is about to come into focus. There was a night, a specific moment, when everything could have been different. A moment when the truth almost slipped out. Words were about to be spoken, but they were held back. Fear took over. Not fear of you, but fear of losing the place they had in your life. And in that moment, a decision was made. A decision to protect their position, instead of revealing the truth. Don't skip, because that single decision is the turning point of this entire story. You might feel your thoughts racing now, connecting faces, replaying memories. And there's one face that keeps coming back, isn't there? One voice that feels a little too familiar right now. That's not coincidence. That's your mind finally aligning with what your intuition sensed long ago. Stay till the end, because you're closer than ever to understanding who this is, and why it matters so deeply to you. But here's something even deeper, something you haven't considered yet. This person didn't see themselves as doing something wrong in the beginning. In their mind, they were holding on to something important, something they didn't want to lose. And that attachment, that fear of losing you, is what kept the truth hidden. It doesn't justify the silence, but it explains it. Don't skip, because understanding this will change the way you react when everything is finally revealed. Take a breath, because the next realization is powerful. The connection between you and this person is not weak. It's strong. Built over time. That's why this truth feels heavy. Because it's not just information, it's personal. It touches your memories, your trust, your sense of safety. Stay till the end, because in the next part, the identity will no longer stay hidden, and when it comes out, everything will finally make sense. My child, you've come this far, and now there's no turning back. The truth is right in front of you. Just one step away from being fully revealed. Don't skip. Stay with me. Because what's coming next will not just answer your question, it will change the way you see one specific person in your life forever. Something huge is waiting for you. Hold on, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is the moment where the truth finally stops hiding. You've followed every sign, every clue, every feeling that didn't make sense before, and now everything is about to come together. The identity you've been searching for. It's no longer distant. It's right in front of you. And when you hear it, you won't just recognize the person, you'll recognize the moments, the silence, the hidden tension that you once ignored. Listen carefully, because this changes everything. The infected person is someone who has been emotionally connected to you. Not just present, but involved. Someone who has shared conversations that mattered, someone who has stood close enough to understand your vulnerabilities. This is not a coincidence. This is not random. This is a connection that was built over time, and that's exactly why the truth feels so heavy right now. Stay till the end, because the full weight of this revelation is about to unfold. There was a pattern, a subtle one, that you may have overlooked. Moments where they seemed distracted, times when their energy shifted without explanation, instances where they avoided certain topics or changed the direction of conversations. Back then, it didn't mean much. But now, when you place those moments next to the truth, they start to form a clear picture. Don't skip, because that picture is pointing you directly toward who this person is. Now here it is, the realization you've been getting closer to with every second. The person is someone you trusted, someone who had access to your time, your space, your attention. And the reason this feels so intense is because deep down, you already had a feeling. You just didn't have the proof. And now that proof exists, even if the name hasn't been spoken yet, your mind is already there. Stay till the end, because saying the name isn't as important as understanding what this means for you. Take a moment, and notice your reaction. It's not just shock, it's clarity. Pieces are falling into place. The distance you felt, the hesitation you noticed, the silence that didn't make sense, it all connects now. And that connection is the real revelation. Not just who, but why it unfolded this way. Don't skip, because the final understanding is what will give you control over what happens next. Before we move forward, pause for a second. If you've stayed this long, it means you needed to hear this. So share this with someone who trusts deeply, someone who deserves to stay aware. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed, because what you're about to hear next is the part that most people never get to understand. Stay till the end, because this is leading to something even bigger than just a name. Now listen closely, because this is the turning point. The truth isn't here to break you, it's here to open your eyes. The person you're thinking about right now, the one whose face hasn't left your mind for the past few moments, that's the connection. That's the answer your intuition has been trying to show you. And once you accept that, everything else becomes clear. Don't skip, because the final part will show you what this means for your future, and how you move forward from here. My child, you've reached the edge of the revelation. The truth is no longer hidden, it's understood. But the story isn't over yet. Because in the next part, you'll discover the final piece, the meaning behind all of this, and the decision that will define what happens next in your life. Stay with me. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay steady, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is where everything finally settles into place. Not with chaos, not with fear, but with clarity. You've walked through the confusion, the silence, the hidden truth, and now you're standing in front of what it all means. The identity, the connection, the choices, they're no longer separate pieces. They form one complete picture. And that picture is about awareness, not panic. Stay till the end, because the final understanding is more powerful than the revelation itself. Listen carefully, because this part matters the most for you. What you've just discovered isn't meant to harm you, it's meant to open your eyes. Situations like this remind you of something important. Awareness protects you, silence doesn't. The person you've been thinking about, the one your intuition pointed toward, they made decisions based on fear and attachment. But your path, your next step, doesn't have to come from fear. It comes from understanding. Don't skip, because this understanding will guide everything you do next. Take a deep breath, and focus on this. This is not the end of your story. It's a turning point. A moment where you become more conscious, more aware of the people around you, more aware of the signs you once ignored. And that awareness is your strength. You don't need to react instantly. You don't need to let emotions take over. What you need is clarity. Stay till the end, because clarity is what will separate you from confusion. Now here's something even deeper. Trust, once shaken, doesn't rebuild overnight. But it also doesn't mean everything is lost. It means you now see things as they are, not as they appeared. And that vision, that new perspective, is what gives you control. The connection you had with this person, it may feel different now, and that's okay. Because growth always comes with change. Don't skip, because accepting this change is part of moving forward. You might still have questions, and that's natural. But not every answer comes instantly. Some answers reveal themselves over time, through observation, through distance, through quiet moments where everything starts to make sense. And that's where you are heading now. Not toward fear, but toward understanding. Stay till the end, because this journey isn't about what happened, it's about what you choose next. Pause for a second, and realize how far you've come. From confusion, to awareness. From uncertainty to clarity. That shift is powerful. And not everyone reaches this point. But you did. And that means something. It means you're ready to see beyond the surface, ready to protect your space. Ready to make decisions that align with truth, not illusion. Don't skip, because this realization is what most people miss. Now listen closely, because this is your takeaway. The truth came to you for a reason. Not to break you, but to prepare you. To make you aware, to help you notice what truly matters, and to remind you that your intuition, your inner voice, was right all along. Trust that voice moving forward. It will guide you better than anything else. Stay till the end. Because the final words will bring everything together. My child, this is where your new understanding begins. You're no longer in the dark. You're no longer guessing. You see clearly now, and that clarity is your power. Carry it with you. Use it wisely. And remember, something huge didn't just happen around you, it awakened something within you. Take this final moment, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this isn't just an ending. It's a realization that stays with you long after this message is over. Everything you've heard, every layer of truth, every hidden piece, every silent decision, has led you here. Not to leave you with fear, but to leave you with awareness, strength, and control over your own life. Stay till the end, because this last part will lock everything into place. Listen carefully, because this is the truth you carry forward. Situations like this don't define you, they reveal you. They show you how you think, how you feel, how you respond when something unexpected enters your world. And right now, you didn't run away. You stayed. You listened. You understood. That alone sets you apart. Don't skip, because this awareness is your biggest protection moving ahead. Now understand this deeply, the person, the situation, the silence, all of it was a chapter. Not your whole story. And chapters are meant to teach, not trap. What you do next, how you move, how you trust, how you observe, that's what defines the next phase of your life. Stay till the end, because this is where you take back control, completely and fully. There's something powerful you need to remember. Awareness is not fear. Knowing something doesn't weaken you, it prepares you. And now, you're prepared. You see things others might ignore. You feel signals others might miss. That awareness is now a part of you. Don't skip, because this is the shift that changes everything silently but permanently. Take a second, and think about your intuition. It spoke to you before, through small feelings, tiny doubts, subtle discomforts. And now you know. It was guiding you all along. The truth didn't appear suddenly, it revealed itself slowly, and you followed it step by step. That means you can trust yourself. Completely. Stay till the end, because trusting yourself is the biggest lesson hidden in all of this. Now this is important. Moving forward, don't let this turn into fear of people. Let it become awareness of patterns. Notice actions, not just words. Notice consistency, not just moments. That's how you stay strong, that's how you protect your space without losing your peace. Don't skip, because this understanding will stay with you longer than anything else you've heard today. And here's the final truth. The biggest one. Something huge didn't just happen around you, it happened within you. A shift. A change. A deeper level of awareness that most people never reach. You're not the same person who started listening. You see more now. You understand more now. And that is your real power. My child, this is the end of the message, but the beginning of your clarity. Carry this awareness, trust your instincts, and move forward with strength. And always remember, something huge was waiting for you. And now, you've found it.